believe. What makes one story jump out more than others to get to get the crowd really going and the audience buying in? What makes a salacious story?
Well, I mean, I think the nature of the offense, right? And we I have identified and continue to identify a lot of, a lot of murder trials, and I'll take, case in point are the Chad and Lori Daybell case.
That's a crazy
Um,
story.
that's a crazy story, and um, it's been talked about for several months. All of the big networks did stories on it, and you know,
Really quickly give our listeners the skinny on that story.
sure, yeah. So Lori Daybell. I mean, so just to fast forward, the Lori Daybell's kids were found, dismembered in their Idaho backyard. And Chad Daybell was some type of an evangelist, and created this cult type scenario that Lori Daybell became part of. There were a lot of different crazy murders attached to this case. Lori and Chad Daybell kind of took off to Hawaii for a while, and their kids were missing. Lori's kids were missing for several months. A lot of news around it nationally. They ultimately found the children, buried in the backyard in Idaho. Just a big case, and just this with the cult part of it, and the murders that preceded it. Just a lot of folks interested in trying to peel away the skin on that one, and we knew that was going to be a big case. In fact, we sent a crew to Idaho to cover, the preliminary hearings in person. A lot of times we'll send a cameraman. We'll put our cameras in the courtroom. Here we actually sent our talent, so we could actually cover these hearings, with our talent in rural Idaho. We covered both Chad and Lori's preliminary hearings live. There's still, obviously a lot of steps left in the legal process, but we covered those hearings live, and so it's that type of stuff. There's a story there. These types of things have been talked about in the national news for a long time. It's those types of cases, Mike, that attract us, because there's a lot to talk about.